What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we are back after, well, an official day that isn't really what we did yesterday. Now, I know that's a little bit confusing. So technically, a lot of bets that came down to the wire. Drake and Creighton both were covering for most of the game, and then unfortunately they did not cover. UCLA got trounced by Tennessee. Good win for Tennessee. BYU won the game outright. So we got BYU right, down 1.3 units. Sorry, 1 and 3, down 2.3 units on the day officially. However, look, I had Auburn -5. I came in and told you guys throughout the entire day, like different bets I was making and different plays that we could make in game. So for me, it wasn't down 2.3 units, but officially we have to count that. However, if you are with us on the live stream on Twitch, Terrell Furman and I would do it next Saturday as well. I gave you a play that I made and that I showed you guys. I don't show tickets. The reason why I don't show tickets is because I don't believe it's anyone's business how much I'm betting or where I am betting, okay? I just don't. I bet at a variety of different places all over the place, and I do not show tickets. I don't track my bets with anybody with bet tracking. In Vegas, we can't do it anyway. If you bet with the books here, there are no applications tied to the book, so it doesn't matter anyway. Like I can't use the BettingPros app to track my plays here in Vegas. It doesn't allow it because there are no tracking for the books here in Las Vegas. But I told you about the way to play Houston. To take $100 to go Houston money line last night up against Gonzaga. The line was 4.5. It was -210. That was $100 to win $47. That won. I'm going to take the $147 and I'm going to roll that over to today with Duke and Florida. Moneyline parlay. If that wins, I'll win another $50 or so. We'll take that and we'll roll that into Purdue in Houston and take Houston on Thursday. Okay. This has been such a chalky tournament. This is one way of making money off of it versus taking numbers where one, your money's tied up, but two, you can get a better number by just rolling it over and make more money. If we like Houston to go to the Final Four, which I do. Okay, I cannot believe the committee is having Houston play Purdue in Indiana. How is that fair? But whatever, regardless, it's Indianapolis, so there will be fans from Houston there, but it's in the home state of Purdue and Matt Painter. Regardless, it's a 7.5-point number. So if we win Duke in Florida moneyline parlay today, I will turn around and I will immediately bet Houston moneyline for Thursday. Okay. If Houston wins that game, that should be about another $50 or so. So we'll have $250 going into the Elite Eight game, and we'll bet Houston money line for the Elite Eight. Okay. We get to the Final Four, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll figure it out kind of how it all works out and the way that it's going to work out. So that is just one way of saying, okay, well, Houston was 3-1 or 4-1 to win it all. They were like, plus 150 plus 200 to make the Final Four. Well, we can make more money by taking $100 and rolling it over. So it's a fun experiment. A lot of you copied it. This is how I'm playing it. You can just wait and take Houston if you want and not play around with Duke and Florida. Look, Florida's got UConn. It's not going to be fun. Houston wasn't fun. Houston was sweaty. They covered the 4.5, amazingly enough, because they hit free throws at the end. But Gonzaga put up a hell of a fight. UConn's going to put up a hell of a fight. I don't think Florida is just going to trounce UConn. I don't think Duke's going to walk over Baylor. I think they're going to get pushed, okay? Creighton pushed Auburn. I think Gonzaga pushed Houston. I think UConn will push Florida, and I think Baylor will push Duke. But at the end of the day, I do think the number one seeds are going to survive. This has been such a chalky tournament. So that's one way, in one method, one thought process as to how to deal with these number one seeds. And look, you can put more money on it if you want. I just did it for easy math. Let's just do $100 and let's keep on rolling it over with these chalk money line parlays. And look, if we lose, we lose, okay? That's gambling. So if you can't afford $100 on this bet, don't do that, okay? Don't bet it. But I think it's a good use of money, and I showed you on the Discord channel. You can see and follow along the tickets that I posted. BettingPros.com/chat in the Daily Juice part of the Discord. You guys go ahead and look at it, and you can follow along as we do this. Let's see how much we can run this up by basically riding the one seeds. You can ride Auburn too if you want, but Auburn still very much scares me. I like Duke, Florida, and Houston much more, but we could wind up with all four number one seeds in the Final Four. That's not going to be shocking if that happens. Those have been the four best teams in college basketball for pretty much all year. Tennessee's in the conversation, but Alabama's trying to fight their way in well. But like those six, really, that's it. Like I can't see the national champion coming from anybody else besides those six teams. So that's why we're going ahead and doing that. So it's a different type of way. I have no idea how to track it. I don't know how to quantify it. My 1 unit and your 1 unit are very different. So it's hard to say like, let's just use 1 unit. Well, no, I mean, it's, we're playing with $100 to start. And so that's just a solid figure. I don't normally do this, but it's a special circumstance, if you will. I'm going to tell you how to play off of our Colorado State Make the Sweet 16 bet. I do have an angle with that I'm going to give you here in just 1 second. And then I have 2 other bets. I'm still taking dogs. I should bet some favorites. Dogs didn't do well yesterday. It's been such a chalky tournament, but I do like 2 dogs today. Again, each handicap has to be individual, but you can fade the plays and take the favorite if you want because it's been such a darn chalky tournament. It's been absolutely crazy. But have you guys gone and downloaded the Betting Pros app yet? You should absolutely do that. Download the free Betting Pros app for iOS and Android. You guys can do this. I can't in Vegas, but with Sportsbook Sync, you can automatically track your bets across all major sports books in one spot. Easily monitor your bet performance by sport and bet type, including game, picks, and props, parlays as well. Create custom betting systems to find winning trades and profitable opportunities. Get a free trial of Betting Pros Premium by downloading the app at bettingpros.com/apps, APPS, and activating your trial on the upgrade screen. That is Juice, 7-day free Betting Pros Premium trial when you download the app and use the code JUICE at sign up with the Betting Pros Premium. JUICE is the code to use when prompted. Okay, let's talk about the 4-1 Colorado State to beat Maryland today. How do we play off of it? So if CSU wins, we win 4 units, but we're going to hedge in a unique way, okay? So I'm going to give you a 2-leg money line parlay. Yes, I know that adds a little layer to this, but hold on. There's a way of playing this. So Maryland money line is $3, minus 300. We're not going to lay $3 to win 1 because, well, that doesn't make, so if Maryland loses, we lose $3 and we make $1. I'm trying to give us an opportunity at least to lose no money and to make money, okay? You can do that though, okay? If you just want to take Maryland money line, go right ahead, okay? But if CSU wins, they win us 4 units and we lose 3. So now we're up 1 unit for the experiment. Not bad, okay? That's not horrible, okay? If Maryland wins, we lose 1 unit, okay? On the 4-1, we just lose 1 unit. It's flat, 0, nothing. Okay? No harm, no foul. The way I'm going to do it gives us a shot. Now, it's no harm, no foul, but there's a catch. The catch is you bet Maryland money line and you parlay it with the LA Kings at home against the Boston Bruins. Now, why the LA Kings? The Boston Bruins are an absolute train wreck, if you haven't noticed. They have given up on the season. We're going to lose our bet on the Bruins with over 99.5 points on them because the Bruins are done. They lost last night to San Jose 3-1. The Bruins have now lost, let me see. They have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive games. They've lost every game on this road trip so far. They lost to the Golden Knights and to the Sharks after losing to the Lightning and the Senators at home. 6-3, 6-3, 3-2, 5-1, 5-1. Now they're playing the LA Kings, who have the best home record in the NHL at 24-3-4. The Bruins are 11-20-3 on the road, and the LA Kings are red hot. They're minus 240 on the money line for them to win this. When you parlay the Kings money line, including overtime, with Maryland money line, it's minus 120. Okay? That's how we're going to parlay this. It's the last game of the night on top of that. Okay? So if Maryland wins, we go ahead and look at that LA Kings number and we're like, okay, what happens if we were to take the Bruins? Let's see how much it climbs. The Bruins are 2-1. Okay? There's some math to be had here potentially to take the Bruins if you want to do that. So you'll have time to play with the math and kind of figure it out with the Bruins and the Kings. And I'll help you in the Discord channel. I'm on this, so I can help you as to what I am doing. And I can tell you what I'm doing to guarantee ourselves, one, that we're not losing any money, but then a chance to make money. If CSU wins, the parlay doesn't matter, okay? We lose a unit with Maryland there, so that parlay is dead. But we win 4 units, and we're up 3 units with this. So we want Colorado State to win today. We are all in on the Rams to win, okay? But if they lose, we lose the 1 unit. We can win it back with Maryland and the LA Kings. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope I'm explaining that right so you guys can figure it out. But that's how I'm playing off of it, because it's either no foul or up 3 units. Again, if Maryland wins, we have a chance with the LA Kings number, depending upon what happens with that number, how much it climbs, because the Bruins are awful. If we get a plus 300 on the Bruins, you can just come back and take the Bruins, and we're guaranteed that we're gonna make money. Okay, so that's how I'm playing this for a 2-leg moneyline parlay. I know it's complicated, but that's how we're playing off of the Colorado State to make the Sweet 16 4-1 bet that's going on right now for us with CSU and Maryland. So that's one game. Bet CSU Maryland. Duke and Florida, money line. Okay, those are 2 other games. Okay, so we want Duke, we want Florida, both those teams to win outright. If that happens, we'll take the money. We'll be up about 200. We'll double our money after 2 games. 2 bets, doubled our money. $100 to $200. We'll take $200 and we'll go and put it on Houston to beat Purdue on Thursday. And from there, we'll kind of play it out and see what happens going forward for Houston and their money line up against Purdue. If they win that game, we'll have about $250. Ooh, hey, fireworks. Wow. That's interesting. That's new. Wow. Okay. Didn't realize we're doing fireworks, but it likes the bet, obviously, with Florida and Duke for that. So we can go into those 2 with Florida. I talk with my hands, so there we go. Florida and Duke money line. So there's 3 games, okay? Let's talk about another game that's going to be played. Let's talk about St. Mary's and Alabama. St. Mary's on defense, their calling card. They are 7th in efficiency on defense. They are 14th in effective field goal percentage on defense. They're 45th in 3-point defense. They are 12th in 2-point defense. They are a pain in the neck to play. Alabama's offense is great, like we know. They're 4th in efficiency, 12th in effective field goal percentage. They are 3rd in 2-point percentage, and they're 119th in 3-point percentage. Mark Sears is a player. How healthy is Grant Nelson? We don't really know, but we know about the size that this team for St. Mary's will bring. This is in Cleveland, okay? It's kind of equal distance for both teams, kind of. They're both long flights to get up here. There'll be Bama fans. There'll be St. Mary's fans. On my bracket, I picked St. Mary's to win this game outright because I do think they're going to frustrate the holy heck out of Alabama. Number's 5.5. According to KenPom, it's a 5-point win, 77-72. What's crazy about this game is you look at the total. From an Alabama perspective, we haven't seen an Alabama game with a total of this low in a long time. Like, you just don't see Alabama games with totals at 149.5. 149.5 for this. You got the last time we saw a total this low was against Houston when it was 150. 150 on the 26th of November. Okay? That game went over by 15 points. This game goes over, St. Mary's is going to lose. But St. Mary's has gone under so much on the road. They are 13-4 to the under. Again, I told you I've given up playing totals because I just don't like it. But I mean, look at the under in this game. I mean, this is a 149.5. This has under written all over it. Last 10, 8-2 to the under for St. Mary's. Alabama, though, 7-3 to the over their last 10 games. And they've played teams that like against Tennessee, it went under by 5 points. But that total was 160, not 150. This is 149.5. So that's the danger of playing this game under. But if we go under, I think St. Mary's is going to be right there until the end with a chance to win this game. Look, Gonzaga, you saw it, what they did to Houston, okay? You saw all the way to the end. They had the ball down 3, chance to tie the game, a chance to win the game, and they didn't. They couldn't get a shot off, the defense and whatnot. Bama doesn't play defense, okay? This is, off strength versus off strength. It's Alabama's offense against St. Mary's defense. Whichever one wins this game. St. Mary's will score enough, but not a ton. But Bama's defense is not going to be difficult to deal with. Like, Bama just, they give up 81 points to Robert Morris. They were losing with 5 minutes to play to Robert Morris. Now, you might go, that was the game that they got scared, and they're going to come and shoot the lights out. But I don't know if I'm going to buy that for Alabama. I mean, they were 6 of 21 from behind the arc in that game. It's 29%. That's brutal. Like, that's brutal. So give me the points. I'm taking St. Mary's at plus 5.5. I think St. Mary's will have a shot to win the game. Taking St. Mary's. So we have plays on Duke, Baylor, Florida, Connecticut, Colorado, Maryland, and now St. Mary's in California, St. Mary's in Alabama. And finally, I couldn't get there. Iowa State's too banged up. Ole Miss might be a team of destiny. Don't know what to do with that. We have a 1-unit play on that. I will have an in-game play on Ole Miss and Iowa State to hedge off of this. If Iowa State looks like they're going to have a tough time here, I'm going to in-game that 100% and take Ole Miss at some point to hedge off of our 1 unit. I'll make that official. I'll tell you when I'm going to hedge off that, because if Iowa State's having a tough time of it, which they really might against Ole Miss, then I'll take Ole Miss to win the game. Illinois and Kentucky is a complete coin flip. I don't know what to do with that. And Oregon, Arizona is equally a complete coin flip. I simply don't know what to do with that game, and I'm scared to death of what's going to happen here. So for me, I came in, and I'm going to take Ole Miss at 5.5, but I'm going to in-game that for sure. So, that's a hedge on the Ole Miss side of things, but I don't love that bet. That bet scares me. I gotta see what Iowa State looks like. I'll take it pre-flop, but I very well may be coming in with an official play here, depending on what happens. I may take Ole Miss money line at some point early in that game to hedge off our Iowa State bet and see if we can make some money on it with this. Okay, so the Duke Florida money line is not really official. That's sort of just there. It's what I'm doing on the Discord channel to come along with it. Ole Miss plus 5.5. St. Mary's plus 5.5. Again, the Ole Miss play is going to be, I'm going to be aggressive in game there with our Iowa State future. St. Mary's, I think, can win the game outright. I think we just ride that out. We're hedging off of the Colorado State to make the Sweet 16 bet with Maryland money line, LA Kings money line up against the Boston Bruins for minus 120 for 1.2 units. Yes, you may need to go back and rewatch this podcast or listen to it a second time. Confusing, a lot of bets, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of fun. will be in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat, throughout all the games today for the second round as we'll get to the Sweet 16. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. Wherever you guys get your podcasts, it is the Daily Juice.